Check, check, 1, 2, mic test. High school hockey is back. It's the season opener for your Kennett Blue Demons ice hockey team. Tonight's game is coming to you from the Patriot Ice Center here in Newark, Delaware, where your Kennett Blue Demons start things off against the Oxford Hornets. A pleasant good evening and welcome to our coverage of Kennett hockey. I'm Ed Henry. We have a lot of new faces on the team this year. We'll go over the roster in just a few minutes. But as you can see, warm-ups are now underway in this start of the season. Running down the roster for today and for the season, we have number 2, Nate Kelly, who is a senior. Senior number 3, Nate Cucinotta. Freshman number 5, Luke Ganley. Senior number 8, Eddie Henry. Sophomore number 9, Colin Kelly. Freshman number 10, Ben Fisher. Senior number 12, Nate DeWitt. Junior number 15, Nick Vitale. Sophomore number 17, Eric Heinzelman. Freshman number 19, Lucas Mott. Sophomore number 35, Rowan Hagee. Freshman number 37, Drew Showers. Freshman number 67, John Tamman. Sophomore number 73, Tate Shortledge. Junior number 74, Matthew Hayes. Junior number 93, Tommy Schillinger. Freshman number 95, Cameron Brown. And in net, freshman number 31, Aiden Mott. We have a few scratches for tonight. Number 19, Lucas Mott. Number 12, Nate DeWitt. And number 74, Matthew Hayes. All scratches for tonight's game. Today's Blue Demons keys of the game are brought to you by Ganley Vision Care. Don't lose sight of the game. Pucks in deep. Too often teams get caught trying to be fancy or force their way through opponents at the blue line. Unless they have easy zone access, the coaches want to see those pucks in deep and force the play down low. Hustle. In games of hockey, hustle can win or lose games. Coaches want to see Kennett build good habits for the season by outskating their opponents all season long. One opportunity for them tonight is this Oxford team has a short bench to begin with, but with a few scratches on their team, they're going to be very short. While they may have some skilled players, after a couple periods of play, they might give Kennett an opportunity as they're a bit winded. And then neutralize top players. Kennett faced this Oxford team in preseason scrimmage, and they have some talent. One in particular, Brody Ford, a senior defenseman. He has the skill to go end to end and change the outcome of a game. Kennett needs to be aware when players like that are on the ice and neutralize them when possible. Last few seconds of the warm-up are winding up. We'll be back with opening face-off in just a moment. As you can see, warm-ups are complete. Both teams gather at their bench, preparing to come out and get this one started. For those of you joining us for the first time, welcome to the broadcast. And again, just as a reminder, this is just a fun thing we do. So if you've got any criticism or feedback, by all means, feel free to send it along, but be kind. This is just for fun. I am by no means a professional broadcaster. And this being our first Kennett game, there may be a little hiccups when it comes to trying to run things. It takes a little bit to do multiple things at once. The clock is especially hard. I'll just give you a heads up with that one right now. I'm not very good at running the clock and keeping it up along with the game itself. We're out to center ice, and we are underway. Pete Kuchnon chips one in deep. And it goes in to chase. Fought along the near side boards. Up to the line. Heinzelman's able to keep that in and wrap it around. Picked up there. Oxford comes out with speed. Side steps one and comes in. Gets a shot in. Mott makes that save. And go behind the net. Worked in the corner. Opportunity there, goes through the blue paint. Had one camped out in front. No harm, no foul on that one. And you work in the near corner. Neiman's able to get that out of the zone. Rolls off of his stick in the neutral zone. Oxford's able to gather. Both teams will make some changes. Kuchnon is able to backhand in, and he'll head off on a line change. Fisher shoulders one inside the zone. Big hit early in this game. Puck in behind. Oxford tries to wrap up and around. Kelly's able to keep it in at the point. Encouraged to shoot it from the bench, but puts it in along the boards. Worked in there from behind. Colin Kelly's got it there. Looks to go back to the point. Eddie Henry takes a shot. That hits a stick and pops up into the middle. Colin with it again. He'll put it in deep behind the net. Along the boards, comes out the neutral zone. Kennett needs to reset. Touch up and head back in. From behind the net. Looks to outlet, kept in at the line there momentarily by Luke Ganley. Saito grabs it, he'll come in. Angle shot, misses the net, goes all the way around. The board's chipped up there, sits in the middle. Gathered up. Ganley's able to move that out the center ice. Fedorov in. Skates into the corner. Ganley's able to pick up that loose puck. Lost that one. Moved all the way down. Not enough for icing. Saito all the way in with speed. Gets around one, takes the angle shot, goes top shelf and scores. Oxford draws first blood. Just over 14 minutes remaining here in the first period. That was a tough shot there. Definitely picked a top corner. Not a whole lot you can do with that one. Still come back out the center ice. A few last minute changes from Kennett. Hinsman was able to chip that ahead. Oxford has it there. Neiman works on it along the boards. Goes out, so Kennett needs to touch up. For those of you who watch any of the Chester County or travel hockey to where they do not have delayed offsides, here at the high school level, they do allow that. I know it'll be a little awkward for the players because most of them who play for another team, they're so used to an automatic whistle. It's a little confusing, but for those of you at home weren't aware of that. Ford with speed. That's one we mentioned about early on. Takes the shot there. Mott makes that save. Work along the boards there. Schillinger. Heinzman comes in to help out. Kuchinata looks to outlet. Not able to hold that. Kept in at the point and put back in. Heinzelman chips it ahead. Kuchinata with it there. He sidesteps one and goes after it. Tried to put that in front. Vitale with an opportunity. Neiman with another second chance. Covered up there. And they'll get a whistle. Here's exactly what I was talking about earlier. I thought I pressed the button to run the time on the last one, but apparently none. It's 13-19 right now in the first period. We'll let the clock catch up. See if I can handle that a little better. Face off there. Ford with it along the boards. He'll try and roll it up. That gets by the point. Fedorov and Campbell there. It rides through. Mott pokes that into the corner. Back down behind. Gets by Kelly. Near side there. Rolls into the high slot. Shot gets all the way through. Big save there by Mott from the corner. Henry goes up to Ganley. He's worked on, but gets it ahead to Fisher. Fisher lost that to Saito, and they attempt to go the other direction. From behind. And he tried to go up to Ganley, comes right back to him. They work it along the boards. Oxford's able to put it back behind the net. Chipped up there out of harm's way. Kelly racing to get up to it. Puck forced out. Kuchinata's got to wait for him to touch up. He goes in, but a little too soon, so offsides. Neutral zone face-off here. Oxford wins that one. They go D to D and look to outlet. Schillinger met him there at the ice. Shortledge and Tamman along the boards. Schillinger over to Cucinotta. Across center ice and in. He'll go wide, chip it in, and chase it himself. First back around. Up to the point, that rolls off the stick and out. Puts on the brakes there. Shortledge able to get it back to Cucinotta, and he'll skate it back out again. A couple of maroon jerseys all over him. Rolled up. Players come together at center ice. Brody Ford, he looks to outlet all the way up for Jake Marker, but that was too hot to handle and goes into the corner. Schillinger around the Tamman. He left that for Shortledge. Couldn't catch up to that one, and Ford has it and looks to go the other direction. Ford chips it in, goes around a few, and will gather up himself in the corner. Back up to the point. Shot deflected there. That goes wide. Near corner. Oxford with it. Try to goes off a stick. Chops at it there. Tamman was able to get that out to the neutral zone. Henry chipped it up, was looking for Heinzelman. That was too much for him as it rolls on edge all the way down. And that'll be icing. Ten and a half minutes remaining here in the first period. Oxford with the 1-goal lead. Face off to Aiden Mott's right. Puck sits there. Heinzelman was able to get it and move it out. Oxford tries to go back. Heinzelman cut that off momentarily, but Saito grabs it and he'll skate in. Goes wide. Henry tries to stay with him, goes to the middle. Good coverage there. Second shot up high. Motta will glove that and hang on. Next game is this Friday, November the 11th, 9:15 p.m. at PNY Arena. If possible, we encourage anybody to come out and cheer on your Blue Demons. If not, you're welcome to join us on our broadcast. Puck in the quarter. Cucinotta there. He tries to go up, but that's cut off. Work for it behind. Heinzelman skates to the middle, and he's got some space. Goes up. Union waits the blue line. Heinzelman tries to cut to the middle. Opportunity there. Out to the middle. Cucinotta to Schillinger. Go back to Cucinotta. That was behind him, so we'll have to skate back. Gathers it up, sets up behind the net. Look to outlet. Hard off the boards up. Colin Kelly has it there. He looks, sends it all the way down, but from his side of the red line, so that's icing. Face off in the Kennett end. Fisher in to take this draw. Chopped that up to the line, but kept in there. Shots muffled as it heads to the corner. Nate Kelly in, he leans on his man. They dig for it. Referee yelling for him to get it out. Finally comes out along the boards. Chopped up ahead. Fedorov able to maneuver that out of harm's way. Saito in across the line. Over to Marker. Ganley battled with it there, but Oxford was able to put it in. Henry has it from behind. Took a chop at it, but took a weird bounce. He has to skate up to it himself. Colin Kelly will go all the way up and able to get it out. Oxford moved it up, got it into the line and onside. Fisher taken down, no call there. in the Oxford end. In the corner, but it's Oxford who comes away with it. It's number 53, Logan Keenan. Directed out looking for Colin, but that was beyond him, and he heads off on a line change. Rink wide pass for Fedorov. It's ahead of him, so Schillinger's able to get back. He'll go all the way up and around, but no Kennett players there. Caught in short loop of skates. Oxford trying to get something with it, but up to the point. Fedorov backhands, chipped ahead. Cucinotta skates up. Ford racing over to nullify that. Gets to the middle, poked just out of harm's way. Sent the other direction. Schillinger's there for that one. Over to Brown. Cameron takes a body. Two bodies come together in the middle. That was Hagee and Tatum. Collision in center ice. And I'm neglecting my clock duties once again. 7:20 remaining here in the first period. Oxford with the sole goal so far in this one. Ford gathers that up. He'll skate it in himself. Force behind. Looks to go up to Keenan. Keenan will wind up. That shot's a high riser up and over the net. All the way to the other side. Oxford's able to get to it and keep it back in. Heinzelman will chip it to the middle. Vitale's got to go back to try and recover that one. He's able to force it out. Cucinotta at center ice. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Over to Neiman, but he was ahead of that play. Up to the point. Heinzelman worked at there. He gloves it to himself. Whistle from the ref, and they'll move that out to the neutral zone. Heinzelman, Neiman, and Vitale out for this one. Kelly and Henry, the defense pair. Oxford wins that back. Sent all the way up. Henry's able to get to it. Move it back to center ice. Ford had it, and he'll skate in. Knocked off of his stick. Nate Kelly's wedged off of that. Able to gather it back up himself. And force it out through center ice. Oxford moves it back in. Model play to the corner for Heinzelman. Chip it ahead. Rushing in from the point with that one. Nate Kelly will wrap all the way around, but Ford reads that. He'll take the shot, goes off a body, sits in front. Another chop at it, hits the glass. Henry will come near side. Neiman leaves it there for Kelly, and he'll go hard off the glass all the way down. Whistle behind the play. We get a slashing minor, and Kennett will go on the power play. Number 71, Shane Campbell. He'll sit 2 minutes for slashing. Opportunity for Kennett to tie this game. Fisher was in to take this one. Try to get it over to Ganley. Oxford goes awkwardly off the glass, so Cucinotta wasn't able to do anything with that. Cucinotta to Schillinger. Over to Fisher. In across the line, he'll drop it for Cucinotta. All the way across for Schillinger. Just to reach back for that. Back to Cucinotta in the middle. Skate in, rolls off of his stick. Ford's able to pick that up, and he'll skate it out himself. All the way down across the line, he'll take the shot. I'll hold on to that in the breadbasket, and we'll get a whistle. Minute and a half still remaining on the man advantage for Kennett. My clock is slowly catching up. 5:06 is what's remaining in the period. Puck sits and skates. Kuchnan will gather up, wait for his team to get set up as they look to outlet. Off the board, Schillinger, that was out of his reach, shot in. Looks like it was shot in offsides, so whistle dead there. Oxford wins that back. Ford with it. He'll flip it the length of the ice. Kennett will have to start from behind their goal line. Schillinger to Fisher. Over to Ganley. Off of his stick momentarily, but he catches up to it. Skates in. Looks, guys to take the shot, but Ford muted that one. From behind the net. Ford's able to gather that up. He'll send it to center ice where Schillinger, Kuchnan will reset. Kuchnan will take it in the middle himself. Tries to get through a few too many. They knock it off of his stick. Schillinger able to keep it in at the blue line. Down low to Fisher. We'll go back to Schillinger. He'll take the shot through traffic. Hit a body in front, drops down there. Oxford able to gather it, and they'll send it the length of the ice. Mott will come out and set it up. Kennett was looking to try and take advantage of a shift change. Got caught up in skates and all the way back. Oxford will send it all the way down. That'll go in on net. Mott will direct that to the corner. Henry will come back to grab it. And skate up to Heinzelman. He tried to go in from the red line, but didn't get all of that. Sido grabs it and sends the other direction. Power play is over, so we back to five-a-side hockey. Another weird bounce off the board, sat in front. Another shot in on net. Forced into the corner. All the way up the boards. Comes up to Neiman. He tried to feather that across to Vitale. Nothing happening there. We get another whistle. Another slashing penalty against Oxford, so they'll give Kennett another chance at the power play. .3:11 remaining in this. See if Kennett can take advantage of this power play and tie this up before we head to our first intermission. Down rolls all the way up. Oxford was able to. It's Madonna who chipped that out. Kuchnan will grab it and skate up. Marker chops at him. Kuchnan is still with it in the corner. All the way up to Schillinger. Schillinger hangs on, goes all the way across. Has Heinzelman. He'll flip one, but that goes wide. Goaltender will squeeze that and hang on. Offensive zone draw. Kennett wins that back. Nada winds it in. Neiman tried to center that, but that was deflected back. Schillinger from the point. All the way back. Kuchnan has to come over and gather that up. They give him a little bit of space. Over to Schillinger. He takes the shot, goes right through. No one can get a stick on that. Put back in the middle. Heinzelman. Tally down low. He's forced off of that. Oxford will grab it. They'll send it the length of the ice. Mott comes up to play it. Kuchnana chops it ahead, and he'll go get it himself. In across the blue line, takes the shot. Stick to the corner. Wind up shot there, hits a body in front and comes all the way out. Forward with it. He'll put that in as we're down to the last 30 seconds of this man advantage for Kennett. Neiman Cross to Kelly. He'll put it in on net. Chase it himself. And that's number 30. Zach Keenan in net for Oxford. He'll cover it up and get the whistle. Fisher, Ganley, Kelly up front for this power play unit in the last few seconds. Out the center ice. Up to Fisher. He'll go in across the line. Hesitates, tries to take something there, but that is deflected, hits a body. Another shot, blocked in front. Oxford will send it all the way down. Penalty has expired. Kelly was looking to go up to Ganley, hit a skate, finally gets to it, gets it back to him. He's going to dig it off the boards. He'll put it down low. Ford with it in the corner. He takes a chop at it. Able to get it all the way out. Oxford, 2-on-1. Fedorov. That's deflected, goes up, out of play. And we'll get another whistle. .43 seconds remaining in the first period. Kennett trails by 1. Puck sits in skates. Dug out and put to the middle. Colin Kelly's there for that. Look to go up to Ganley. Too hot for him to handle, and it'll go all the way down. Half a minute remaining in this one. Fisher there. Up to the point. Schillinger gets the shot. Marker blocks that one. And he'll skate it up. Takes the shot, that goes wide. On the boards, try to feed it to the middle. Colin Kelly had that. He's forced off of that play by Saito. He'll skate behind the net. Final few seconds, tick away. We'll just hold it there and wait for the period to end. There's the buzzer. So after 1 period of play, Oxford leading Kennett by a score of 1-0. We'll step aside for a minute and be back with second period action in just a moment.
don't know. I'm trying to remember.
Second period action about to get underway. Puck is down.
Damn, what an idiot.
Ooh, shot in on net. And I'm sure you can hear in the background, we've got Coach Dan Kelly joining us to do color analysis. That way you don't have to listen to me the entire time.
Hello, Kennett Square, and everyone out there to enjoy this game. First period tight, 1-0. I think they've got an idea and a play that they've been utilizing that at times is going to give Kennett an advantage, but it also makes it susceptible for the other direction. But they're playing quite well today.
Puck in for an icing.
I think a lot of these new freshmen that we have on the team, Ed, are really contributing incredibly well.
It's exciting for the future of Kennett hockey.
It's definitely giving them a lot more options on the ice. They're able to move the puck a lot nicer.
Heinzelman with a shot that hits a skate in front. Kuchinana gathers it up. Muscled off that, but Schillinger gets it and puts it in deep from behind the net. Leaned on there. Oxford gathers the loose puck, and they'll outlet. Kuchinana is able to pick that up. He'll skate in. Dropped it back. Schillinger takes the shot, goes off a body and wide. Behind the net. Kuchinana down, tried to feed it out to the middle. Oxford's able to prevent that. Ford moves it out. Heinzelman knocks it off of his stick. Kuchinana will grab it center ice and put it in. Kennett making a line change. Ganley and Kelly work along the boards. Up to the point. Henry with it there. He'll take a shot, hits a body in front. Chopped ahead. Kelly races back to keep that out of harm's way. Carried, chip it ahead. Fisher couldn't catch up to that. Moved the other direction. Henry was able to break one up. Marker was looking for an opportunity from behind. Eddie Henry tries to go all the way up to the point. That gets by into center ice where Oxford gathers it up there. Ganley grabs it. Opportunity. He's got some open space. Takes the shot. High riser goes wide.
They had an opportunity for a 2-on-0. They just weren't able to get it all the way to the net.
Puck sat there in front. Keenan has to dive out and cover that up. And he'll hold on for the whistle.
Just like a true Kelly out there, Ed, trying to just dive in and do whatever he can.
Bowling,
Not as much hockey skill, but just jump on the puck.
bowling ball mentality.
Pretty much. That's how I played hockey, Ed. Less skill and just muscle it through.
Shortledge took that face off. Ford with it now. He'll go off the boards and all the way down. Big shoulder there from Kuchinana. Looked like that was on Fedorov. Goes out in front. Mott dives out to cover up. We get a whistle there.
It was a good check, Ed, but it was also close to not playing the puck. It all depends on how the refs are going to call this game, and they're letting those checks go. But depending on the right ref, he could call that for not playing the puck first.
Along the boards, goes up to the point. Ford's got it there. He'll flip a shot, hits something in front. Off to the near boards, far boards. Picture goes up, chip that ahead. Taman and Showers out there for this shift. Moved ahead. Donna skates in, goes wide, takes the shot. Mott gloves that and hangs on.
Well, they're taking their opportunities, Ed. They're trying to really jump on the puck, and it's going to leave them shorthand on a 2-on-1 opportunity on the other side like they had. Luckily, we got some skates and got it back to kind of thwart them from getting it to the net.
Face off in the Kennett end. Sits there and skates for a while. They finally dig it out along the boards. Chop that there. Heinzelman trying to catch up to that, but that was just ahead of him. Played back. Henry goes all the way across looking for Vitale. Fed it through one, but he couldn't hang on to that. Back and forth in center ice. Oxford moves it out. Marker rolls off of his stick. Henry, Nate Kelly will go all the way across.
Good look for a cross-ice pass there, Ed. Looks like they had an opportunity, but just wasn't able to handle it.
Fedorov behind the net. Drops it there, looking for marker. He's finally able to get it. Heinzelman chops it off of his stick. Fedorov in. Mott will come out to set that up. Heinzelman was looking for a home run pass all the way up. Shot in. They'll hang on to that.
They're trying to do that stretch pass, Ed, and it's going to cause them some issues with trying to send it up through center ice like they are. You've got to be really careful. They should be banking it high off the glass to get into neutral ice and have it chase down. Defensively, it's going to help them not having the comeback as quickly as that, especially when everybody's starting to get out of the zone and going on an offensive run.
I think those passes are going to be hard to make anyway. Oxford's got really active sticks. They're knocking everything down. Fed up ahead. Colin Kelly from center ice. Tries to go around. Ford's got other ideas from the corner.
Like you said, they're a solid team. They've got good skaters. Colin should have taken that to the outside and tried to set it up for a shot from the outside or a good pass. It's hard to go through three guys in the middle, Ed.
He's rink wide, goes off a body and down, so no icing there.
Nice
Kelly cuts that out, tries to feed it out to the middle. Had Fisher waiting, but it didn't make his way to him. Good keep at the point. Finally just forced over the line. Kennett's out, so they'll put it back in. Fisher keeps that in. Family over to get it, but not before Ford could send it all the way down. Body's tied up there. Net comes off its moorings. So they'll whistle that.
That was a good play by Cucinato. He took the body and held on to him a little bit and kind of drove him into the net. Oxford has that classic breakout down low, and they're getting a lot more space because Kennett's trying to drive too many people down low on the puck. Hopefully they can break it down a little bit more. They're going to get some better opportunities as the game gets moving on.
Face off to Mott's right. Oxford wins that back. Chipped in along the boards. Heinzelman backhands up. Henry goes all the way across. Good opportunity there from Shortledge. He's got some space. Takes the shot. Keenan makes the initial save. Puck falls in behind him, behind the net. But Oxford's able to gather up the loose puck. Ford tries to go up and out, but Heinzelman cuts that off. Cuts the middle, chopped off of his stick. Oxford gathers, and they'll move out. Keenan all the way in. He's forced down behind the net. Wrapping up and around. Puts it out to the middle, but unable to handle that. With Saito, so it goes the length of the ice. Ford has to go back to gather up. Send it over for Keenan. Shortledge comes over to gather him. Knocks him down. Was looking, thinking he might have got called for that, but
surprised he didn't get a trip on that one.
Nothing there. Up to the point. Neiman keeps that in. Hesitates all the way across. Big shot. Save. Up to the point. Henry came over, but unable to get to that before it was pushed out down to the Kennett end. Nate Kelly skates around. Cross center ice. Look to go all the way across. It goes in behind the Oxford net. Oxford. Length of the ice. Tried to pump fake that. No shot coming there. Back behind. Kelly to Cucinato. He'll shovel it up. He's looking for Cameron Brown. He couldn't gather that puck up. Ford cuts through everybody as they were making line change. Who's in behind? Tries to put that in the middle. Good active stick from Kennett, keeping that out of harm's way. All the way up. Hagee tried to play that, nice. And they'll call that icing. This has got to be one of the warmest rinks right now. These heaters are making me crazy. I'm ready to unplug them.
I'm wearing a jacket, Ed. I'm about to take it off, so don't everybody get scared. What was that? Oh, thank you.
Lost your glasses trying to disrobe.
That's right, Ed. I can't even read the paper of all the players that we have. There's so many new players this year, it's hard for me to even know.
Cucinato in with speed all the way around. Gets in front. Backhand shot. He's forced into the boards. Delayed penalty. Puck goes all the way down.
Tell you what, Nate Cuccinata did a great job on that. You got a good outlet pass coming in, and he got a great opportunity for a shot. He was only able to get a backhand off, but still a great opportunity.
I guess that was an icing as opposed to a penalty. Saw the ref with his hand up, but icing's the call. Up to Cuccinata, quick shot there, hits a body in front and comes out. He'll go back and retrieve it, send it over to Schillinger. Schillinger to Cuccinata. Tries to pass that up, goes deflected, hits the netting, and will sit there in the net, between the net and the glass for a few.
And he was forced to do that too, because the way that they're stretching this play out, Oxford's actually starting to spread out and see what they're trying to do. I'd rather see them have a little bit more movement and having our guys skate and do a curl on a regroup to be able to get the puck movement, because if you're going to stand there, it's going to be easy to cover.
Oxford wins that draw. Put deep in the Kennett end. Kelly back to play marker. He'll skate around up to the point to Fedorov. Fedorov looked to put it in front. Active stick from Ganley prevents that shot. Chopped at there. Finally forced out. Colin Kelly. He'll send it to the far boards. Ganley will race over to play that. Luke from the corner. Battle for it. Squirts out. Fisher comes over to pick that up. He'll put it back down low. They'll wrap it around. 8 pinches in. Oxford's finally able to force it out to the middle.
I like these two young guys with Colin Kelly. A little bit of age.
Ganley deflects that. He
nice
comes
pick.
in. Tries to feed it across looking for Fisher, but too many maroon jerseys for that.
But they're moving well, though, Ed. I mean, they're still getting good opportunities. They're not giving them a chance to get out, so.
Oxford skates all the way up. All the way around a few, takes that shot. Mott makes that save from behind. Puck lost there. Lightly put in.
Yeah,
Mott
Nate
reads that,
Nate
cover.
Kelly was doing a little too much with the puck. He should have kind of taken it deep and took it around the corner, not giving them the opportunity. They were able to strip him and get an opportunity on the net.
Face off in the Kennett end. Played back. Cuccinata will go hard around. It goes all the way up and out. Saito with it. He'll turn around to go up. Schillinger keeps it there. Battle for it along the line. Force back down low. Brought all the way around near side. Drifts out. Cuccinata over to Schillinger. He'll bank it ahead. Tammon's forced off that play. Back again to Schillinger. He'll reverse. Look for Cuccinata. There was not a lane there. Off a stick. Saito picks it up. Cross center ice. In over the blue line. He'll drop it. Back down. Ford calling for it at the line. Tammon was able to get a stick on that and move it out to the neutral zone. Fedorov will backhand in low. Mott comes out to play it. Rolls it along the boards where Cuccinata tried to go up but didn't get all of that. Battle along the boards. Chop that. Tally will pick it up in the corner.
That's
He'll
a
go
good
off
idea.
the glass.
He was trying to get it up high off the glass. It was actually not a bad idea. It just got caught up in the boards.
Ford from behind his goal line. With speed all the way into the Kennett end. Forced wide. Gets the shot off the outside of the net. In the corner. Shot in there. Sits there for a moment. Mott made the initial save, but the rebound went the other direction. Sat in the blue paint, but
They tried to do that stretch pass, and Nate almost got him high off the boards. He just missed it by a blade. Actually, Nate Kelly saved a goal there, too. He actually was sitting right in front of the net, and he grabbed it and was able to sweep it away and take it around the other side. They got really lucky on that one that there wasn't an Oxford man in front. That would have been a goal.
pucks seem to sit there forever.
It did.
Ford over to Fedorov down low. Marker and Kelly come together. Puck rolls past. Pluto muscled there by Heinzelman. Marker up at the point. Ford's able to keep it in. Forced to the wall. Fedorov puts that in. Ott came out to play that. Kennett with it. They'll go off the glass. Pick up there. Shortledge backhands over. Opportunity rolls in. Another one that sat there in the paint, but
Tate Shortledge with a backhanded cross-ice pass to our man in front. And I'll tell you what, it was a great opportunity. Got a good shot off. Had to make a tough save on that one.
Zach was able to cover that up in the blue paint. Keep his team with the 1-goal lead. Offensive zone draw for Kennett. Oxford wins that behind the net. Ford picks it up there. Look to feed it up. Schillinger gathers the loose pass, goes the other direction. Ganley racing to get it. Ganley goes down awkwardly. Fisher with it, skates to the middle, takes the shot and scores!
Go. Nice little high-end pick right in the upper right-hand corner. Great shot. That was all Luke Ganley going hard after their man, taking the puck, and then he picked it up and came in and finished it. It's a nice shot.
So just over 5 minutes remaining here in the second period. Kennett comes in and ties this game at 1.
I think our scorekeepers are going to have to realize to change the score to 1-1 instead of 2-0.
Puck takes a weird hop. Goes behind. Ganley with it there. He digs it off the wall.
Here we
nice
go.
feet ahead for Fisher.
We got a
He's got
2-on-1.
open space.
3-on-1.
Takes the shot. 5-hole and score!
Got a nice little 5-hole shot. Keenan went down, was not able to cover up his 5-hole. It's a great shot, right on net. They actually had a 3-on-0, 3-on-1 situation. He really was able to get a nice shot on net because he had to cover all 3 guys coming down. He could have had an easy pass across as well. Offensively, that was a great play.
So Oxford's going to call a timeout after 2 quick goals from Kennett to tie and go ahead. I know the refs are talking to the scorekeeper because they've put all 3 goals up for Oxford. Yeah. So,
who was it that got that? Was that Fisher that took that shot? Who took that shot, Ed? That last shot.
I believe so.
I think it was. I like that line with Fisher, Ganley, and Kelly. They're moving the puck quite well together. It's not too bad. It was a nice outlet pass, too, that started that all off and moving it out to get it to Fisher and come around that backside. And then it was surprising how they were able to get a 3-on-1 situation there. Oxford gentlemen that were coming back just didn't have the wheels that Fisher and Ganley and Kelly, and I say that very carefully because Colin Kelly doesn't have the biggest wheels in the world.
You can say that.
I can't say that. He's my son. I love him to death. But the best part of it was that he was there. He was actually the third man in the middle. And we had Ganley on the outside who got the pass across over to Fisher for that shot. It was just an all-around good offensive effort.
So I know the poor scorekeepers are getting told by everyone that they need to fix the score on the board.
I'm not going to say anything, but that was my wife that, let them know about that. There we go. They got it now. 2-1.
They're closer.
They're getting closer.
They're getting closer. Yeah, puck down, and we are back underway. Schillinger with it. That's a first there. I actually ran my clock on time before they did. Ford will chip it ahead. Bodies come together along the boards.
Got him from a trip from behind. He didn't keep his skates moving to get in front of him to get his body in front. They're going to call that every time.
So interference will be the call.
That's 1 or 2 strides more to get in front of his body to actually not get him from behind. Could have as easily been a trip as much as it was an interference.
So number 10, Ben Fisher, will sit for 2 minutes for interference. Oxford will get a man advantage, an opportunity to tie this game. Kennett will look to say otherwise. Good opportunity there, force the length of the ice. Brody Ford will start from his blue line, goes up off a stick all the way down. Schillinger beat to the puck there in the corner. Put behind. Fed out in front. Mott makes the initial save. Puck is sitting there. Kuchinov is able to gather it up. He'll try to go down, but it hits a body in front. Bounces right back to him. He'll skate out. They come together. Kuchinov picks it back up again. Forced outside by Ford. He'll just backhand down low. Oxford gathers up, and they'll head out. Cross center ice. Over to Madonna. He'll go all the way around. Up to the point to Ford. Back to Madonna, back to Ford. They'll play catch a few times. Rolls off of their stick. All the way to the corner. Finally gathered up and once again sent down.
Kennett did a great job on that shorthanded unit play right there. Kept him to the outside. They didn't really get a great shot off.
Half the Fisher minor now ticked away. Mott sets that up. Heinzelman harassed there. Wedged off. Ford with it, able to keep it in. Shot there. Mott makes the initial save. Rebound forced out. Shortledge tried to go around, but Ford had another idea.
They need to get back.
His pocket goes down.
There you go, Nate. Be able to stop running. You know, Ford's momentum. He's such a solid player. We got to be careful with him running through the middle like that. Always got to get a body on him.
Last few seconds. Along the boards. Penalties expired. Fisher's back on the ice. Sido takes the spot. Goes all the way through.
Good save.
Model squeeze that and hang on for the whistle. 2:20 remaining here in the second period.
It was well played shorthanded on both shifts by all the players out there for Kennett. They did a great job keeping them to the outside, not really getting only one or two decent opportunities, but not strong scoring opportunities on that shorthanded.
Face off down in the Kennett end. Puck up to the point. Fedorov's able to keep that in. Chopped out there. Sat in the middle. Colin Kelly's able to gather it, and he'll head out. From center ice, he'll send it deep into the Oxford end. Race to get it himself. Lost an edge, went down awkwardly, but gets and has the puck again. Sent down behind. Ganley from the corner. Reverses, rolls off of his stick. Fisher's able to get it. He'll backhand to front. Ganley tried to step around one. Back to Fisher, knocked off of his stick. Oxford moves it out. Great feed across there. Fisher across the line. Takes the shot, hits a body and goes wide. Better off a backhand down. Over to Ford. Kelly comes over.
They can't let him start and get some speed up. They got to close him down. Got to get
Ford
better
around
play in
through
that.
center ice and in. Takes the shot, but that's deflected up and out of play.
Kennett really needs to make an effort to slow down their defensive players. You know, Ford and I believe Soto, both are good skaters as far as driving it out of the defensive zone. And if they're not able to kind of drive him to one side or the other and have another man help out and pick him up, they're going to blow through the neutral ice and really get too many opportunities in the offensive end.
Puck along the board. Sido with it there. Takes the shot. That goes wide. Far side. Puck rolls on edge. Out to the neutral zone. Oxford needs to reset. We're under a minute to play here in the second period. Rolls to the middle. Chopped at. Second opportunity there. Hits a body. Sits in front. Forced to the edge. They battle for it there. Puck goes in. Hits a skate. Henry has it there. He'll look. Bouncing on the boards. Look to feed it up. No icing.
Tried that stretch play again, and
Turnaround,
There it
Shortledge,
is.
opportunity.
oh, almost. That was a great pass by Eddie Henry to stretch it out. Luckily, we didn't get a call on the ice, and we were able to go down, gather it up, and got a great opportunity in front. I believe that was Tate Shortledge that got it right in front. I'm going to screw it up. Is it Neiman? Neiman. My bad. He had a great opportunity to get, almost got it in the far side post.
Puck sits there and skates. They're trying to dig it out. Oxford's finally able to get it. That's Jake Marker. He'll skate it all the way down. Schillinger rides him off the play. Puts it up to Shortledge. Kept in. Sat there, they whack at it. Finally, Schillinger's able to get a stick on it. He'll send it all the way down. Last few seconds. Runs out of steam. Kuchinata tried to get there, but just ran out of time. So after 2 periods of play, Kennett came back and now leads this by a score of 2-1. We'll be back with third period action in just a moment. Today's second period intermission is brought to you by High Impact Fitness. The holiday season is nearly here. Don't wait until after the start of that to start making some healthy decisions. Join High Impact Fitness, located in the shops of Longwood, directly across from Go Green and Clean Car Wash. That was a little loud. It's only 10 minutes from the Chester County Rink. High Impact Fitness Center is open 24/7 and now has contactless sign-up. Kennett students and their families get a special discount. Just use that QR code that was on your screen for just a $25 a month, no startup or annual fees. Come visit High Impact today. Third period action about to get underway. We just had a little bit of a Bronx cheer here for our scorekeeper, finally getting the score right.
The two young ladies working the box, they're having a tough time with the scores, and actually finally get it back to 2-1 for Kennett. I'll tell you what, Ed. Pace of play. In third period, it's looking like it's going to keep it as well as it is. They got to send it. We got a guy going long if he can make it.
Snyder beat Neiman back to that play.
I'll tell you what, we need a statistician to find out how many home run passes are actually making it out of the zone to see how many possibilities. But I'll tell you what, it's keeping the puck in their end, Ed, and they're keeping the opportunities in our favor right now.
This will be a big chance, too, for Kennett, because we mentioned earlier on that Oxford has a short bench to begin with, but with some of their scratches and injuries, that's going to make it especially hard. They're going to have some tired players. You figure we've got the 5 on the ice now, and it looks like only 4 other skaters. So anybody who's played this sport knows you got a short bench. That third period is tough.
I tell you what, we scrimmaged them earlier in the season as well, and it was decidedly on the Oxford side how well they played. It was our first opportunity on the ice with our new team as far as us playing together as a team, and they took it to us a little bit, but I'll tell you what, it's definitely a turnaround. Kennett's really putting on the pressure in this game. And then with the shorthanded bench does not help them being able to come back.
Oxford in the zone. That's first off a Keenan stick. They come together in the corner and go down. Fisher has that knocked away from him from Marker. All the way across. Ford and Cucinotta come together. Puck just sits there. Finally pushed ahead. Fisher racing over to it. He's taken down. No call there.
That was a definite bad call on their part. They should have had a call on that. He didn't play the puck at all. He played the man and took him right off his skates. That should have been a penalty.
Good play there. Nate Kelly keeping Brody Ford away from the net.
That's a very good idea.
Puck in offsides. They touch up. Come back. Eddie Henry from behind. He bounces it off into the middle. Oxford puts that in, but again, offsides. They need to retouch. Eddie Henry from behind the net. Up the boards. Fedorov's able to keep that in. Talley moved it out. They go back and forth. Finally put back down low in the Kennett side. Kelly picks it up there. Off of his stick, he'll catch up to it. Along the boards. All the way down, takes the shot in from the blue line. Keenan gloved it, but it goes off, sits in the middle, rolls up, nobody there. Offsides, just missed that. Oxford. Sido all the way through into the Kennett end. Schillinger knocks it away from him, sits in front. Off a stick and wide. Back to the end, Ganley. Couldn't do anything with that. Sido will put it all the way in, and he'll set off on a line change. Mott sets that up for Kelly. Off the boards, gets by Fedorov. Keenan will backhand that down. Down in front, he'll wind up. That one's deflected into the corner. Mott directs that for Cucinotta. He battles with it there from the other Fedorov. Back up. Off the bench. Brown chips that ahead. Brown, Talley, and Hagee out on this line. Puck rolled up. Eddie Henry was looking to head in, but realized he had a player behind him and said he'll just stay out in the neutral zone and wait. From behind the net. Try to put it out in front. Dig for it in the corner. Henry ties his man up. They're able to gather it up, send it the length of the ice, and that will have enough for icing.
Not bad defensive zone play there. We definitely need to spread out a little bit more and get some more opportunities. Our defensemen are standing up with the puck on their sticks and taking a look and really don't have anybody. They're all covered because there's not much movement on the offensive side to at least curl and get open in the outlet pass.
Puck knocked over. Sad opportunity there. Mott makes a huge save. Shot there is blocked in front. Kelly grabs it up. Sido wedges him off the play. And he'll skate it through center ice himself. Across the line. Skates the middle, takes the shot. Mott gather that up in the midsection and hold on for the whistle.
Good defensive play. We had three gentlemen right in front. He didn't have an opportunity really to get in any deeper, so it was beyond the hash marks, really top of the circle for that shot. Easy save for a goalie. Right in the bread box.
Henry will reverse that around. Brody Ford's first one to it. They give him lots of space. He puts it
room.
All the way across. Puts it out. Mott comes out, makes a great play. Rebound sits there. Heinzelman's able to gather it, and he'll skate out. Keenan comes back to play him, but Heinzelman stays with it. Tries to put it into the slot, but that gets by everybody. Heads out to the middle. Cucinotta to Schillinger. Back to Cucinotta. That was red. Knocked in by Marker. He'll take the shot. Mott makes the initial save. Hangs on. Great play there.
Ooh, they got lucky there, Ed. They had too many cross-ice passes there. Kind of really knew that he was going to go right back to Cucinotta, and he just picked him right off and got a good offensive end for Oxford.
Heinzelman came over and thanked Mott for bailing him out on that one.
Yeah, a little shake in the hand, a little bump, fist bump right there for him because he did save him. That was good hustle back for Heinzelman. That's almost really hard to say, Ed. Hustle for Heinzelman.
Puck in the corner, dug off there by
nice play.
Fedorov, but great play to prevent that shot. all the way down. Ganley was racing to get it, but
Schillinger did a great little poke check right there. Just got a stick right on the shot. Didn't get it off. Definitely saved an offensive chance for Oxford. It was nicely done.
once again, to remind everybody, our next game is this Friday, November 11th, 9:15 p.m. at PNY Sports Arena in Westchester. Welcome everybody to come out and join us in person if possible. If not, stream should always be available. You know, one of the things we always talk about is we're only as good as the Wi-Fi signal we can get in a rink. Ford with it. He'll try to drop it. Kuchinata read that and knocked it out the center ice. Goes back in. Schillinger gets it while they needed to retouch. Off a skate, Fedorov in, all alone. Opportunity, takes the shot. Goes wide. All the way across looking for Ganley, but that was too far ahead of him. All the way in. Keenan will come out to play it. Almost put it right on Ganley's stick.
Right on his stick.
Fedorov across. That gets by everything. Eddie Henry will come over to get it. He'll put it all the way around the boards. Ganley picks it up there, all the way up. Good feed. Colin Kelly.
Get a shot off.
Forced outside. From behind. Fisher with it there, tries to go back.
Right in front.
Colin has it.
Almost gets it in front.
Up to the point. Eddie Henry will take a shot there. Keenan makes the save, juggles it, but able to dive on top and hang on.
Two good opportunities, Ed. Colin should have used their defenseman as a screen and get a shot on net, but he kind of got a little tied in, a little too close to him. Actually was able to get it behind and almost got it in front for a good opportunity right in the slot, but once again just got thwarted by their defensive player from taking it away from them. Good offensive opportunities.
Offensive zone draw here for Kennett. Oxford wins that back. Ford from behind his net. Plenty of space to send that all the way up. He was looking for another home run pass. Eddie Henry read that. Gets it over to Vitale. Rolls off a Nick stick. Ford with it. He'll go off the boards looking for Marker. Marker couldn't hang on to that one. Kennett gets it, goes the other direction. Ford in his end.
They can't let him get that speed up. He's going to pick it up right in neutral zone. He's going to get an opportunity.
Forced wide, all the way around. Still with the puck. Spins around, gets the shot, goes off the pipe.
Too much time, Ed. They're giving him way too much time to skate with the puck. They've got to get some bodies on him.
Jake Marker puts it down low. Turnaround shot there from Markers, blocked in front, right back to him. Opportunity there, that goes wide.
They're getting awfully lucky. They're getting too many shots from the slot.
Kennett's finally able to gather the puck and send it down, and will just make it for icing. That's always the question. You get to the third period, that ice gets real slow.
Almost didn't make it. Kennett's got to be careful. They're getting way too many, giving way too many opportunities for Oxford right in the central portion of the ice. The slot, they had 3 or 4 shots. We got very lucky that they didn't pick the corners on us on that. We got to play a little bit smarter defensively in that slot area. Get a man on a man.
Fedorov able to keep that in along the boards. Forced all the way out. Sido with it. Heinzelman pesters him. Loses an edge and goes down. Sido skates all the way in. Forced behind the net. Tries to put it out in front. Mott had something for that. Heinzelman sends it the length of the ice. It's deflected, so no icing. Back into the middle. Tried to wedge Madonna off that play, but he stayed with it. Heinzelman knocks it off his stick. Forced all the way down low. Far side boards. Up to the point. Shot there is blocked in front. He's right back. Along the line. Madonna goes in. Bounces awkwardly off the boards. Kuchinata's there. He goes up, looking for Shortledge. Directed ahead. He's hoping for Neiman, but that was behind him.
Tell you what, Kennett's doing a good job keeping them around the outside, Ed. It's keeping them in the game. They're not giving that interior, except for those last shift where they got too many shots in the slot.
Fedorov in. Forced to the boards. Fisher worked on him. We get a whistle. Wait to see what this call is.
They took Oxford for an unsportsmanlike. I missed the ref's call on that one.
So Fedorov will sit for, the ref said it was an unsportsmanlike conduct. I don't know if he just gave him the 10 minutes because there's nothing on the board.
Yeah, we got 2 minutes up on the board now.
Oh, there we go. So Kennett with an opportunity for a power play. That gets by Schillinger. He's got to race back for it. Marker was right with him. Fisher all the way across to Schillinger. Schillinger tried to get that up to Collin, but that goes off of his stick. Oxford able to send it down. Kuchinata cuts it off at center ice. He's a skate around everybody, including a few of his own players. Goes down to one knee, puts it in the corner. Colin Kelly with it there, all the way up. Schillinger, lots of space, takes the shot, that goes wide. Kuchinata over to Schillinger. Back to Kuchinata. He'll take that shot. Keenan makes the initial save, juggles it, and hangs on.
It's not a bad shot, Ed, but if you don't have anybody in front of it's just a simple save for Keenan. We didn't have anybody in front of him. Unless he picks the corner high and gets it in, it's normally an easy save for the goalie. You've got to get somebody in front of him.
Puck up to the point. Schillinger takes the shot there. Keenan gloves that, and he'll hang on again.
Yep, 2 good saves with the glove.
1 minute remaining in the Fedorov minor. Ford versus it along the boards. Saito is able to skate it all the way up. Looking to tie it up, take off time. Fisher gathers it up, sends it over to Ganley. Ganley flips it over looking for Kelly. He'll take a swing at that. That's a high riser, hits the glass behind. Kuchinata. Backhand down for Kelly. He goes all the way across.
Almost had a great cross.
Schillinger with it there. Takes a shot, save.
Had a couple guys in front for an opportunity on the rebound. Just didn't get their sticks on it. Looks like Oxford's taking a page out of our book, sending Keenan for the home run pass.
10 seconds remaining on the minor to Fedorov. Oxford in the Kennett end. Schillinger able to keep him outside. They put it out in the slot. Its body's in front. Mott dives out and covers up.
Good defensive play by Mott to jump in and grab that.
Just over 5 minutes remaining in this one. Kennett still maintains the 2-1 lead.
You can see Oxford really starting to slow up. That short bench is really starting to hurt them right now. They're only relying on 1 or 2 players to actually get these offensive opportunities going.
Brody Ford with that shot. Hit a stick in front and goes up out of play. Face off again. Right back to Ford at the point. Try to force that down low. And he shouldered off of that play. Fedorov from behind. Reverses, goes down on a knee. Worked for it from behind, and he's able to get it. Goes off the boards. Try to get it up. Just out of Shortridge's reach, and they're able to keep it in. Goes off the glass. Awkward shot, comes right back into the middle.
Crazy bounce off that glass right there. Came right into the middle and gave them an offensive opportunity.
Kelly goes hard off the boards, and that makes it all the way out to center ice. Fedorov, that kept in by Neiman. Shortledge takes the shot, but that rises up and over the net.
Good opportunity for Kennett right there. All right, it's touch up. You got to get out there, Mr. That's right. Shortledge.
He was taken down, lost an edger.
He played in good save.
Huge save there from Mott. Ford with an opportunity. Shoulder save there from Aiden Mott.
Yeah, Tate's actually playing with a really bad ankle on a 16U game. He went down and sprained it. So I'm impressed he's actually playing tonight with some pretty good movement.
Another breakdown in front. Kennett weathers that storm. Big part there, Mr. Mott. Neiman picks it up and heads in. He's got Fedorov on his back. Brings it in front and drives the net and scores.
That was an incredible one-man play right there. Draped with Fedorov all over him. Was able to do a toe drag, bring it around, and get it around the goalie.
Braden Neiman scores his first goal of this season.
Impressive offensive play right there by the young man. That was a hockey play right there, Ed.
Hard work.
He just kept going right to the net, and with Fedorov, the defenseman, draped all over him.
He was wearing 2 jerseys.
He was. It was all over him. Had an incredible move, left to right, and drew it right around the goalie. Keenan didn't have a chance on that one. I'll tell you what, and Kennett keeps coming back right back at him with 3:27 left.
Put deep into the Oxford end. Sido. Rink wide for Ford. He sends it all the way up. That was away from Jake Marker he was looking for. So that'll be icing.
Wow, that was impressive that they gave him that. Marker was right just on the inside of the red line. That should not have been an icing, but he didn't get a play on it, so they gave him the ice.
We'll bring that back down. Oxford end. Vitale comes in to take this one. Tied up there, sat there. Vitale gets a stick on it, and he'll chip it down low. Goes all the way up and around. Fed up to the middle. Keenan was trying to get behind the defense.
Eddie with a nice play on Keenan. Rubbed him right off the boards twice. It's a great job there. Nate Kelly gets it out. Took it all the way down. Thanks.
So they'll bring that back down to the Kennett end.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Come out. Drop this puck in the Kennett end. Oxford won that back. Kelly chips it up into the Kennett bench. So they'll bring that back down. Face it off again.
There's a chance that was at the coach, Ed. Just kidding.
Referee, that's not something you normally see where they
Yeah, they actually
toss them.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Puck put down. Fedorov. Good defensive play there to prevent that shot. Puck rolls. Colin Kelly racing back to get it. Sido beats him to it. Good play there. Picks up the loose puck. Sido comes back to make a good defensive play.
Colin Kelly did a heck of a job there keeping that puck in.
Down low in the Kennett or the Oxford end.
Making him dig.
Ford and Kelly come together. Still work for it there. Finally put up past Kuchinada. Rolls down. Mott was coming out to play that, but
Yes, thank you, Mott, for getting back in the net.
Kuchinada with it. He skates around a couple at center ice. Into the zone. Takes the shot, blocker saved by Keenan.
Nice shot by Nate Kuchinada.
Puck sits in the middle. Oxford finally got it out of the zone, but Took a lot of effort for that one. Over to Saito in the middle. He's looking to take the shot, decided otherwise, rolled it out. Sits in front, bounces off a few. Kuchinada kicks it to himself. He's got space. He's up all alone. Makes the move, backhand shot, and in. Nate Kuchinada makes this game 4-1 with just over a minute remaining.
It's a nice play to kick that puck up to himself, control it, and take it all the way down. It was a nice breakaway. Nice play by Nate Kuchinada.
Face off at center ice. Whistle there. I think the Oxford team's getting a little frustrated. So Jake Marker will head to the bench. Looked like they called him for a cross check.
That's not like Jake. He actually plays on the Chester County 18U team. He's always a clean player. I guess the high school atmosphere kind of got him a little excited.
So Kennett will have a man advantage for this just over a minute remaining in the game. Kept into the point there by Eddie Henry. We're just down to a minute to play. Saito into the Kennett end. Takes the shot. That was off of Kelly's stick and wide.
It was a good defensive play by Nate right there. Kept him to the outside, got a stick on him just in time.
Eddie Henry muscled by a couple. He's pestered there by Saito, but forces it in.
Good control by Eddie, getting it deep with 34 seconds left.
Puck sent all the way down. Kelly will come back to retrieve that. Just as a reminder, all rights to this broadcast are reserved. Any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of Kennett Hockey is expressly prohibited. Taman and Heinzelman along the boards. Final few seconds ticking away. Ford with it. He'll skate it up. And that will do it for this one.
Tell you what, it was a well-played game all the way around in the second two periods.
So Kennett High School's opening game of this season comes away with the 4-1 win. And I'm just looking up at the scoreboard, and the scorekeeper's got it wrong again. But that's all right. We know what the actual score is.
4-1 Kennett. They got it 3-2. That's funny.
They'll come out to center ice and shake hands at the end of this one. I know with this league we'll see most of the teams several times, so we will definitely see Oxford again this season. So thank you for everyone for joining us. Once again, as a reminder, there is a game this Friday evening. Please come out and join in person. If not, we'll be broadcasting from PNY. So for Dan Kelly joining me, Mr. Mott, our cameraman extraordinaire, I'm Ed Henry. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on Friday.